Hello friends, welcome to this new tutorial. Today I have here this Samsung Galaxy S10 5G, and remember it's 5G, it's not the Galaxy S10 Plus. This phone, it's really confusing with the Galaxy S10 Plus. When you see it, you think that this is a Galaxy S10 Plus, but it's not. It's Samsung Galaxy S10 5G. The difference between this phone and the S10 Plus is right here. So this is the S10 Plus and this is the 5G. The 5G has the 5G word here. It's 5G, and the 10 Plus, it's just S10 Plus. And also this phone here is a little bit longer and wider than the S10 Plus. This is the S10 Plus, this is the 5G. And also you can see here the camera lens, the cameras here. It has this flashlight in the corner and this one has it in the middle. And when you order the screen for this, it's not going to be compatible with this. So this one has a special screen that work for it. Alright, so I just want you to know about this detail. So today in this video I will show you how to replace the screen on the Samsung Galaxy S10 5G. Alright, so this is the 5. Alright guys, so to replace the screen on this phone, we will need a new screen. I have it here. And we will need some tools. We will need an IC semi, a plastic like this, another spudger like this, a double sticky adhesive, a tweezers, and the Phillips screwdriver, a glove, and a heat gun. Alright, so that's all what we will need. So let's put these tools aside, and we may need something else during this repair, so I recommend that you watch this video from the beginning to the end. Then you can follow the instructions, and if you think that you're not going to be able to do it by yourself, just give it or take it to a specialist. By the way, the screen at this time is a little bit expensive. It's like 200 something. So if you want to fix this phone, be ready to pay like maybe 200 or 250. If you want someone to do it for you, maybe they will charge you like $300 or a little bit more. It depends on the place where you are, and you know. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I will just start heating up the back. Let me put the glove. And I will heat up the back for a couple minutes, 2 to 3 minutes maximum. It depends on how much your heat gun is hot. And as you see, I ordered the screen with the frame. Don't order just the front screen without frame, because if you order it without frame, you may not seal it well. Then you're just gonna lose your money after a couple weeks or maybe a couple months. Alright, so I think 1 minute is done, and I think this is hot enough. Let's try. If you need more heat, you can heat it up a little bit more, but let's see if we can insert this one here. So this is the IC semi that we're gonna start with. We're just gonna make a small gap here and that's it. We're not gonna use this one to open all the back, because this, if you use this one, definitely you're gonna break your back glass. So we're just gonna insert it here. Don't wiggle like this, or pray up like this, or push it deep inside, just the tip. Okay, just gonna insert it like this, and as you see, I make a gap here. So then I will just take this plastic and I will insert it here, and I will remove this one. I'm not gonna continue the repair with this. So we're just gonna use the plastic and slide it all around the edges. If you heat it up enough, it will come off easy. If you feel like it's tough, you can just use heat it up a little bit more. This back glass, by the way, it has a little crack on the top. Couple cracks on the top. So I'm just gonna try to do it as best as I can. So here, this corner is cracked. So what I'm gonna do, it was already cracked, by the way. I'm gonna try to not damage it more. So I remove the back cover. Then here, I will open all the screws, and we can go from there. So the screws, I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 screw. By the way, this is the first time I'm taking apart this phone. I never saw it before. I thought, whenever I saw it, I thought it's on Galaxy S10 Plus, not the 5G. And we will figure it out together. So I will remove the screws. So this is the first screw. While I'm taking the screws, can you do me a favor? Please go down and subscribe for my channel, and leave a comment if you want. Just you can you can type Samsung Galaxy 5G S10 5G screen repair. Alright, I see that this screw is longer a little bit than the other ones, or maybe harder. No, it's the same, just it's a little bit harder than the other ones. And also subscribe to the channel. It's really important for you. In case you have any technical questions, you can go back to my channel and find any video and leave your comment there. I will make sure I get back to you. Because usually sometimes we need some technicians or some people who are like savvy with some domains, so you can ask your questions for the technology or for this electronics repair, like phones, tablets and computers. Yes, leave me a comment and I will make sure I will answer your questions in case you have any questions. Alright, so let me see, and this is the last screw. Alright, so I remove all the screws here, put them aside. They look all the same. So now what I'm gonna do, I will peel off this part here. This is the wireless part, by the way. I'm just removing it. So I remove this one, then we will see that we have a cable. This cable is connected here. Make sure when you put this back, you connect the cable back here. Alright, this part here is responsible for the wireless charging on this phone. Then what we're gonna do, we're just gonna disconnect the battery. Let me see, where is the battery? The battery is right here. This phone looks a little bit complicated. It's not simple like the Galaxy S10 Plus. Alright, so I disconnect this cable here. Then I will disconnect this cable here. Then I have another cable right here. And then we're gonna remove this bracket. If you feel like something is not coming off easy, you need to make sure there is no screw there. Maybe sometimes you might forget a screw and you think that there is nothing holding it. Alright, so I disconnect this cable here. And this is the LCD cable, I think, or I believe. And we have another cable here. And then here we have the SIM card. We need to take out the SIM card too. It looks like this phone doesn't have a memory card. Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't have memory card. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do, I will just spray up gently the motherboard, take it out from here. Okay, I got it. So now let me remove this off. So now we're gonna just see if this this motherboard will fit here first. If it fits, we are good. If not, the screen may not be compatible. Okay, it fits. Good. So now what we can do, we can just go ahead and continue the repair. Here we will transfer. Let me see what we can transfer from here to here. Okay, what we're gonna transfer to here. Oh, the SIM card is right here. Alright, so we're gonna remove this plastic which is covering the earpiece. The earpiece. Then here we have the earpiece. We need to take it out from here and put it here. So to do that, we will need a flathead screwdriver, small flathead screwdriver, and we will find a gap somewhere here where we can go under it. Yeah, it's right here. That's what they do. They always put like a small gap where you can have access under it. Okay, I got it. It has some dirt on it. I will clean it with the toothbrush. And that's it. So now we will just put this one here. Make sure the way how you take this out from here, you're gonna put it back here and push it upside down. All right, let me see if anything else left here. Sometimes you see this prong here, this black prong, sometimes the screen may not come with it, so you need to take this out from here. You can just push it out from here, and it's right here, and then you put it on the other spot. But let me put this back. Here. All right. So here we have this cable. We need to take it out. We need to take this piece from here and put it over there. It has one screw here in the corner. And then we're just gonna pull it gently until we release it, and this will just come here directly, and we will put the screw back. This screw is smaller than the outside screws. All right, so now let me see if something else needs to be transferred. Yeah, you see that we have this sticker here. It's not here, so we will transfer this sticker. I don't think it's important, but let's just transfer it. All right, then I have this black this is a cooler, so let me see if I can transfer this black tape or black adhesive. We're just gonna put this one here in this corner. Then I have this thing here. This is a paste. Let me see what else. We have this piece of adhesive or tissue. It's not important to transfer these things, but I know they are most what they are doing, they are isolating or cooling. And this is a mesh for this thing here. I don't know what is it for. There is a small hole there. it may have something to do with the microphone. Okay, so I think I already transferred everything, and I still have a little sticker here. Alright, you see this mesh here, this is for the microphone. We already have it here. In case you don't have it, you need to transfer it. And these buttons here, we already have them here. Alright, so that's it. So now we're gonna put the motherboard here. Make sure no cables are underneath the motherboard. And then start connecting the cables. I'm gonna connect this cable and this cable here, and this is the LCD cable. Make sure the LCD cable is matching perfectly before you put any pressure on it. Okay, you hear the snap? Okay, it's good now. Alright, so now we're gonna move to the bottom here. In the bottom we have the charging ports. So this bracket, we're gonna push it here. Then we have here the headphone jack, the vibrator, and the charging port. So we have three screws here. 1, 2, 3. So we have one here after the headphone jack square. It's right here. And for the charging port, we have two here. Alright, so now I will see if I can pull this out from here. By the way, the headphone jack, we need to disconnect this cable from here. I disconnect it, then we can use the screwdriver, put it inside and pry up a little bit to get it out. Then here we just can remove this one carefully. Then here we have the vibrator. We're gonna transfer this one first, then we're gonna put the charging port, then the headphone jack. Here we will have small gap somewhere. It's right here where we can have access underneath this. Okay, so now you see this thing, this adhesive here, or this tape. It's covering the components on the screen. So what I'm gonna do, I will just peel off this and transfer to the new screen. I will just start from here. Okay, so now I will put the charging port here. And then we're gonna put the headphone jack this way, connect the cable. Make sure this little piece is all the way inside here, because if it's not, it may be bent, then you may have a problem with it. Alright, so now I'm gonna put this screw back. We have one screw here, then this is the second screw for the charging port, and the last one, it will be here. All right. Okay, so I think I already transferred everything. And then you can take a look in your screen. If you see something missing, transfer it from here to the new screen, okay? And now we have this piece here. It needs to be transferred to the new screen. I'm gonna open this screw here. Looks like it's not opening, so I will use some force. Yeah, this screw, it looks like it's stripped. Okay, sometimes you may need different screws with some, screwdrivers with some screws. Alright guys, this screw here gives me a hard time. I couldn't take it off from here, so what I'm gonna do, I already opened one from here, and I will just like lift up this. And they will bend that spot. We'll just bend it. Make sure don't damage the cable, and that's it. So you see here, this cable here, it's connected here. We're gonna disconnect it. You do this just in case you couldn't open the screw. Sometimes when you're stuck with the screw, you need to find a way how to solve the problem, you know. Alright, so now I'm just gonna transfer this one here. No, but before I need to connect this cable. I think this piece here, it supports the 5G Wi-Fi. 5G internet. And that's it. I just do the best what I can. Alright, so now what else here? We have the battery here. Now we're gonna remove the battery. Okay, to remove the battery, sometimes it may be easy, but sometimes it may not. So let's try. I'm just gonna insert this IC semi here. I will see if I can pry up the battery. Gently, I will just play around it from here. No, it's not easy. So what I'm gonna do, I will use this card, and I will insert it here, and I will use the alcohol. I have alcohol here, 99-degree alcohol, and this alcohol I will just pour some. I will pour a little bit here, and it will go here underneath the battery. They will wait a little bit until it's okay. As you see, we removed it. The alcohol is very important. It helps a lot. Alright, so once I remove the battery from here, it will show some wrinkles like you see, and this is the old adhesive. I'm just gonna remove whatever I can, and now you see these wrinkles. To get rid of them, you're just gonna use this like Sharpie like this and smoothen them. Alright, so the battery is good now, and that's all what we're gonna do now. We need to transfer it here. So this plastic here, the blue plastic, is just covering the adhesive. Sometimes the frame may not come with this pre-installed adhesive on it, so you can just put the double sticky adhesive here. You can put just 2 strips or 3 to hold the battery to not keep moving inside. So now what I'm gonna do, I will insert this cable here, then I will make sure I connect the cable, because sometimes when you glue the battery down, this cable may be like up or down a little bit, then it's not gonna connect as it's supposed to. Also make sure there are no cables underneath this battery, and just connect it. I mean glue it down. So this is the battery connection. So now, because I still need to connect these cables, I will disconnect the battery cable. I will disconnect it, and I will connect the cables that needs to be connected. Then I will connect the battery. I mean the battery will be the last thing that we connect. So now I will connect the battery. Alright, so now we're gonna put this bracket here in the bottom. This bracket may have some prongs going underneath, so make sure it's sealed very well. Then you can put the screws. Okay, so I put the screws here. Then we're gonna move to the top, and we will put this bracket here, and this bracket also has like some kind of hooks. Make sure you seal it very well and align it. Then we can put this one here. And before we put this one, we need to make sure that this cable is connected here, because if you don't connect this cable first, if you try to charge your phone wirelessly, it's not gonna work. And that's it. So now I'm gonna put the rest of the screws. By the way, you see here this okay, so it's on the top here. I will put the corners first. Then I go to the rest of the screws. Okay, bear with me, we're almost done. Okay, we have one more screw. It's right here. And we have one missing here because we cannot remove it from the old frame. And now we're just gonna clean the, yeah, the frame is already clean because I thought we're gonna clean this one. If you are using just the LCD here, you need to, you don't have to transfer all the parts, but you need to clean the frame. But in our case, our frame is brand new, so we're good. So here, if you see this frame here, this back cover, it has some adhesive which is left here. We need to make sure there is no crooked adhesive here. If you see some crooked adhesive, just cut it or straighten it or remove it completely. Alright, so I think everything looks fine now. And then we're gonna put double sticky adhesive around the edges here, and we're done. Alright, so we're gonna put one strip from here. Make sure it's covering the edge, not overlapping the edge. And whatever extra, for example this one here, it looks like it's overlapping the edge for the buttons. We're gonna cut it off later. Here it's not overlapping the edge because this part here is raised up a little bit. We need a cutter. Sometimes during the repair we may figure out that we will need some more tools. Okay, this is one. You see the button here is a little bit raised up, so we're gonna